And from my experience dealing with people and talking to a lot of people in my life, what I feel is that a lot of people lack this skill about dealing with competition and dealing with failure. First of all, you need to understand that any field that you step into, there is going to be competition. And when there's competition, there are going to be days where you don't come out on top. Now, here's where most people lack this skill.
Documenting stories of science, spirituality, history, fitness, business, life skills, sports, pop culture, only on Life of BeerBiceps.
A lot of people can't deal with getting knocked down once. When they get knocked down, they get knocked out. But what you've got to understand is that when you're running a race, it isn't about the other runners. It's about beating that pebble in your shoe. It's about getting back up and focusing on your own game. And that's the first point in answering this question about how to deal with competition. Now, to go deeper into this topic, I'm going to talk about two quotes. The first quote is something I read very early on in life. It said that the competition to be feared is not the competition that's concerned with his or her own competition. The competition to be feared is the one that's only concerned with his or her own game or his or her own product. That's what you've got to understand. Now, essentially, what is competition? What is a contest? It's basically a bunch of people or organizations trying to sell the same product or the same service to a market. And this is where I'm going to talk about my second quote. To quote the Gita, Hindu philosophy, one of the core teachings of the Gita is that when it comes to tests and when it comes to getting a result, your job is to not bother about the result. The result is just not in your hand. Anything can happen, and whatever's meant to happen for your own good, that's what's going to happen. But your job when you're giving any kind of test or when you're working towards something is to give your 200% to that particular job. That's what you need to understand, and that is how you deal with competition. So suppose you're in a contest where multiple people are trying to sell the same product. You need to understand that your job is to not channel your energy and focus on giving them attention. You're not supposed to get fazed by all these people around you. You're supposed to take all your energy, your 100% energy, and put it into developing the best product you can possibly develop. Now suppose there's multiple businesses trying to create that same product and sell it to the market. The market isn't going to be concerned with how many competitors there are. The market is going to see the best possible product. Now, if you're the kind of person who deals with competition well and you channel all your energy into creating the best product, the market isn't going to look beyond you. That's going to be the product the market is going to select, and you eventually come out on top without competing. The only thing you're competing with is yourself. You're constantly trying to better yourself. If you want to kill it in life, if you want to win at life, your life needs to be about three elements. The first is rock solid focus inside you. The second is what you need to focus on, that product or that service that you're trying to perfect. And the third and most important element is complete darkness around you. Complete darkness. It should be you, your focus on your product, and complete darkness. There should be nothing around you. That's how you deal with competition.